Before fading to dust. Some long for eternal sleep, a eulogy chanted by stars. Into that serenity, their lost time forever buried. She rambled 1,000 times and 1,000,000 miles searching for light. Free from the rule of death now seems so dull. Time goes by, but memories rewind. There she prays again. Back when things began. Where to go? Wow, everybody's early. Dang. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, it is in fact AFK Journey time, and also I need to mute myself time because I could hear myself talking, but I can't hear AFK Journey. Is there no audio right now? She rambled 1,000 times and 1,000,000 miles searching for light. You know, I was actually thinking about starting a little bit later so that we could have more people for when I do the free run pools, because you know, so for anyone who doesn't know, free run was actually released. Free run is now in AFK Journey. Oddly, there's no audio and it's throwing me off because I don't hear it. Wait, you guys can hear it. I see the little bar, but I can't hear it. It's silent to me. You got the silent charm? I mean the shiny charm? Yes! And hello, Roni. How are you? Welcome in. And hello, Lemon. Stabby, Snuggy, Lemon, Plot. And hi, Plot. Welcome in. Welcome back, because today is AFK Journey Day. Usually, AFK Journey is a very different vibe than Yu-Gi-Oh! So I always get shocked when I see Yu-Gi-Oh! Faces. She rambled 1,000 times, 1,000,000 miles searching for light. Just finished a House Whopper lunch. I've never heard of that before. I assume Whopper is Burger King, right? Hope to see the rest of your video. I don't want to miss your stream. Yes! Ooh! That video was so... The Verdant Treasures was a nice story. We need a pool for free run because we're here. Everybody's here, so I'm actually really excited. So we are going to try to get free run. I don't know enough about Himmel to know if I like him or not, but I do vibe with free run. I think free run is a cool character. Can I just pay gems? Yes, I can just pay gems. So that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do like 3 pulls until we get her. Free from the rule of death now seems to... Okay, Zany. That's crazy. Zany showed up. Ah, yes! They use some interesting magic here. She came in too. We love to... And Zany! Zany's like, hey, don't forget about me. I'm a dwarf. Better than those pointy ear folks. Yes, may the force be with you! And I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for the hydrate as well. I'm going to do that right now. Where to go? Song for land. Before fading to dust. Some long for eternal sleep, a eulogy chanted by stars. Into that serenity, their lost time forever buried. You kind of play, but no decks made, I see. Housemaid, not from the restaurant. Oh, we love to hear that, Wilden. Congrats on the 1K. Thanks, Dime. Did I post that on YouTube? I feel like I might have posted it on Twitter. I'm not 100% sure. But yes, I did hit 1K. Thank you so much. And to everyone who watched me, I appreciate it. I truly do. Like, there was a time, I'm not going to go all into it, but there was a time when I was like, 1K is never going to happen. You know, so like, so nice. And like for me personally, I don't even make, I know like some people are like, oh, I want to reach this much by the end of the year. Like, you know, like 500 followers by the end of the year. I don't do that because I can't control other people, and I don't want somebody else's opinion of me to be where I hold my value. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's one person or 1,000, I am still valuable. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do like follower like stuff like that. Like, I don't really focus on it, but it's still nice to hit it. Freerun has another story for you to record. All chapters not out, but almost. Eee! I think if it's not all chapters out, maybe we won't do the event, because I was thinking about doing the event today, but so I had options. Do I want to do the event today and then make it like just crop the stream and then have it be the in case you missed it video, or just do this off camera and then edit all the parts together and then make that a video? He's so big in the community. We love Stabby. Wow, Stabby has a twin. Who's the evil twin though? You're big time now. You're gonna be a star. Wow. It reminds me of that one scene in Glee. I am a shining star. I am a shining star. It's like a vocal warm-up. Stabbert. That's the full name. Full government name. Stabbert Stabby McStabton. Should we go for Himmel? I actually haven't even seen the anime. My entire knowledge of Freerun has been the Mabby collab. Like the first 2 episodes of Freerun, maybe 3. Honestly, the first like 4 episodes, I'm pretty sure I watched like 4. I'm pretty sure that it was like, that all could have been 1 episode. I'm just saying, like, it could have all been 1 episode. So that's pretty much my entire view of Himmel. Basically, dude who loves Freerun, right? But he's human, and she's elf. She's like immortal, basically. Well, her lifespan is a lot longer. And then he dies, and she feels sad about it. But, like, it's not, like, love, you know? But he loved her. And then, like, made efforts to, like, hang out with her, but she didn't, like, catch it. Like, she didn't notice. She looks so beautiful. Like, I'm sorry, Freerun was built for AFK Journey style, but I've always been a fan of the AFK Journey look. Ooh. I'm gonna do it anyway, because I do want Freerun. Zany again? How does that happen? How did I get Zany 3 times? This isn't even her pool. What is she doing showing up when Himmel's supposed to show up? Okay. They lost time forever buried. Himmel is a main swordsman from her old party, but he is an awesome character. Himmel also helps anyone and everyone no matter what. So my issue is I don't like arrogant people, and Himmel seems... Okay, so this is just my observation from flashbacks of Himmel. So not necessarily like Himmel, but how other people viewed him. He seems kind of arrogant. Like a little bit. Like, I don't know if it's flirty or arrogant, because it seems like whenever he does that, it's for Freerun's attention. It seems that way. You know? I've only watched like 4 episodes, so I cannot say definitively. Let's just start with the main quest line. I just wanted to try to get Freerun, and we got her. Freerun has another story for... Okay. I'm rocking out the Starlit Memories event, but it demands grinding and watch over flowers for the Maze of Research game. That sounds... Yikes. Right? Why ads? Aw, man. Sadly, ads happen. Another reason I hate gachas. Why am I getting everyone but the unit on the blasted banner? LOL. No, I think AFK Journey is fine because they don't really charge for pools. You can get every character you want all the time. But the game that I have issues with is actually another game I like, Twisted Wonderland. It's horrible because I'll tell you an example of what actually happened to me in real time. So basically the character I love is Apple, and I really wanted... I'm actually going to derail the conversation a little bit because you have to see this card to understand why I wanted it so badly. Because I like it. And then I was listening to the audio voice because for every card, there's like voice lines and a story that goes with it. I also love the story. And then the voice lines are really cute too. So the English is not the same as the Japanese. The localization, I love the localization, but it was just better in Japanese. Ah, look, I'm so, like, I love him. Hold on. I think I actually might have made this GIF now that I'm looking at it, but I don't know. So I love the purple haired one, Apple. And then like bro rolls up like this in this outfit. I'm like, he looks great in white. Then he rolls up like this because it's a ghost marriage event and his friend got kidnapped, so he had to like run and get his friend. It was such a good card, and the voice lines are so cute. And then just remember this event actually happens before the Apple Boa event when Apple starts smiling. So now the smiling cards are my favorite. But yes, the reason why I bring this to attention is because that is not even a rare card. So in Twisted Wonderland, there's different rarities. There's like rare, which is really not rare because that's the basic. And then we have like the SR. Oh, actually there's common. There's common, rare, and then common, rare, then super rare, and then super super rare. So that card is a super rare card. So it's not the highest rarity. It's the second highest. So it's not that good. You can get a lot of those. So, and you're supposed to get a guaranteed SR every single pool, okay? So this event had 4 main characters. Apple was one of them because he was the SR. So it should theoretically be easier, right? Because every 10 pools, you get 1 SR. Oh my gosh, you would be wrong if you thought that. You would be wrong if you thought that. Because I rolled so many times. I rolled so many. I'm not joking. It was like 120 and I still didn't get him. How? I got a rare card before I got this one. The one card I wanted. Oh, I was freaking out. And then I pulled... So then I hit a different card. A different card that I really wanted was the But I had to crash out. When I tell you I had to crash out over this card, I mean it. The second card was this one. Okay, Apple's dorm uniform. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't think it's that hard, right? It's a basic card. I mean, this is the SSR version, but it's the very first SSR you get. When the game is released in English, this is the only one that you can buy during the first, because this is the first card. So it should be really easy, right? Because the pool is very low. There's not that many cards yet. In fact, there's only like a total of like 24, I think, at the start. Something like that. Again, I think it took me like 340 pools, but Pity is supposed to be at 100 pools, right? So it's 10 for every SR, and then every 100 pools you do, you're guaranteed an SSR. I had him on my priority. So I was guaranteed to get an SSR. And I'm like, okay, at least I hit Pity, right? No! No! Oh my gosh. When I got this, I was so angry. Because when I finally hit Pity, guess who I got? Guess who I got? I got Azul. Azul, I love you, but leave. Leave. Leave right now. It's the end of you and me. Okay, I'm done with my crash out. I was so angry. I was so angry. What do you think of Green Lantern? I like Green Lantern, but not every Green Lantern. So I like some variations of Green Lantern, but I think some variations, he's kind of creepy. But in other variations, he's cool. And I don't like the color green, but I do like that his power comes from a ring. I think that's cute. You're just reinforcing my vitriol. Okay, so Twisted Wonderland has probably the worst Pity I have ever seen in my life. Like, I was out here doing summoning circles to get Apple. And games have me doing all types of things. But, like, oh my gosh. To get Apple was so hard. But to be fair, okay, I'll give him that. When Apple Boa was released, it was my, like, first 10 pool. That's shocking. Like, that was shocking. Bro rolled up. He said, "You miss me?" And I was so happy. I was so happy. And in that video, I'm literally, like, screaming. Why did this full screen? Oh my gosh, I broke it. I broke my own game. I broke it. How do you get out of full screen? Can someone help me? Is it F11? Yes, it is F11. I like Green Lantern. And no, I didn't pull for this on stream. I actually had a different channel before this one. And we're not going to get into it. But I did have like a whole separate channel before VTubing, and then it was definitely Twisted Wonderland focused. In fact, it was the only thing I did on there. It was sheer, like, some of the videos are kind of funny. Like, I won't lie, I stand by some of those. They lost time forever buried. And I love island building and Tomodachi Life. I know, it's gonna be so cool. I am sad that we missed some things, but I actually think it was like a net positive overall. And I really want to play Tomodachi Life. Like, it's gonna be my time soon, you know? Just like Princess Luna, Princess Celestia, and Princess Cadence. Know that your time is coming soon. As the sun rises, so does the moon. As love finds a place in every heart, you'll get Tomodachi Life. It's in. He ain't as cool as Iron Man. I don't like Iron Man. I think he's a little bit arrogant. Do you still have that old channel, or did you get rid of it? I have it still. Hold on, let me, because before I share the name of it, I need to know that I'm not crazy. Like, because I won't lie, it was a faceless and voiceless channel, so I kind of got crazy with it. So, I'm sure I said some unhinged stuff. Like, I knew there was a scene where Apple was eating, and I was freaking out. Like, I don't know, like, it was wild. Oh, Apple Boa. I get happy whenever I look up the pictures because these are all my stuff. Like, this is all my cards. And now that I'm looking at it, these kind of videos are kind of like, these do better. I feel bad because these do better than my actual my actual videos. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, this one got 170k views. 170k views. Little old me. I think that's less than all of the videos. So funny because that's the video that I was talking about Apple eating. We're not gonna get into it though. Actually, this is so cute. I love this. I love Twisted Wonderland. It causes me happiness. Like, it literally triggers happiness. I don't know if I would share the videos because yeah. I was cautious of your dislike of green when asking. I learned that there are 8 colors. Yeah, yellow is actually my favorite, so not the good one in Green Lantern. Because isn't yellow like fear? You put Dressier, not Stabby, apparently. I don't know how to say that. But yes, I love Twisted Wonderland. If you want to see Twisted Wonderland videos, we can make it happen. But I'm actually really behind. I actually quit Twisted Wonderland just because my wallet cannot handle it. And when I say my wallet can't handle it, it was really bad. Like, if you look at my Google Play, I easily spent thousands of dollars. I'm not joking. I would literally like sit there like, I have to get this card. And I had 2 stands, like 2 people that I absolutely love. Apple Felmier, my favorite, and then Riddle Rose Hearts. And I have physical merch of Twisted Wonderland as well. I have a whole Ida bag specifically where I imported merch. It was wild. It was a little bit unhinged. We're not gonna retweet it or anything. LOL. I'm still shocked that this one got so many views. But actually, I have more views. I have more subscribers now than I did before. So while the videos were more explosive over on my other channel, this one is actually doing better, like, long-term wise. But this one was really explosive. I think because I spent so much money, so I got basically every card and every single event. Ping jump scare. Thank you so much for the jump scare. The ping. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I'm proud too, and thank you. You know, this channel is made possible because of viewers like you. Thank you. Now I'm a lot more, like, subdued because I don't think the world is ready. I'm just grabbing, like, the highest level for this stuff, by the way. Let's go ahead and get started with actual AFK Journey and not Twisted Wonderland, because I'm not gonna lie, Twisted Wonderland is one of my obsessions. Like, it's hyperfixation. Yeah. I I don't know. I just love it. And I remember Apple's voice lines. Like, I literally remember his... I actually have his voice on my phone, actually. You want to hear it? The goose. Na, 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 na. I love Apple so much. This is why it's perfect here. Any closer and they'll honk. Let's use transfiguration and hear what they're saying. And I said, let's check out the flock. I hope that everything is fine. Okay, let me play Apple's voice. I also have Riddle saying like, off with your head, because he's based off of the Queen of Hearts. And the way he says off with your head is really cute. Like, it's really cute. He's like, off with your head though. It's so cute, man. So this is the ceremonial robe outfit. Basically, he's saying like, oh, I will surpass the dorm leader of Pomfiore. Oops, that's not it. That's not it. Why aren't these in order? This is his lab uniform. This is one of my favorites. This is when he's like, just one bite of the poison apple and you'll fall asleep forever. Because he's based off of the poison apple. I know I have another one. Because the wedding proposal. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Oh my gosh, is this? Okay, I don't think that's the same thing. Achilles, 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 come down. Won't you get up off the roof? Yourself is not so ageless, nor whole and unbroken. Remember the pact of our youth. Where you go, I'm going. This is Groom for a Day. Basically, he's like, oh, you want to ride this horse? Because actually, Apple's a horseback rider. Like, literally an actual horse. And there was, in this scene, he actually tames a wild horse. And everybody's like, how did you do that? He's a farmer. That's why. And then he's like, oh, if you want to ride the horse, you can, but I won't slow down. There's one more. I know there's one more because I love it. This one. I love it. In that one, he's saying, I don't know why I threw the phone over there. Basically, he's saying, with the person I like, I would love to make apple jam. And then he's like, wait, I mean, that's what I heard. Like, that's just what I heard. You know, he's like being like tsundere, I guess. I don't even know if tsundere is the right word because I don't even like tsunderes, but he's just obsessed with being manly. But anyway, let's get back into focus. Treat every streamer like Voldemort. His name shouldn't be mentioned. LOL. Roiji Vib are the 7 colors of the lanterns, black and white being the 2 life and death entities. The white entity is summoned by someone who can hear, who can bear the 7 colors to summon the life eternal. Oh my gosh, hiccups. To cancel out the death eternity. Do you know where Roiji Bib stands for? Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, violet. Yes. It's the colors of the rainbow. Don't threaten us. Baloney. Wait, bagel goose. Bagel goose. And thank you so much for the cookie. I appreciate it. Did I already eat it? I might have already eaten it. Yay, I have it. I still have it. Let's eat it together. Everybody. 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 But yes, I can get a little bit unhinged. I won't lie. Like, I have hyperfixations. So this one, Twisted Wonderland, will always have a special place in my heart. Just because I love Disney. I love villains. And then, thank you so much for the head bat. And I love, like, I just love the story of villains. And Apple is so cute. I love that. And then also right now I have another one that's happening. I don't know how this happened because I'm not even into clowns, but now I am, I guess. So look at Discord. Okay. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever do we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we your prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Malleus Draconia! I actually really love Malleus. This is my problem because everyone is a really good character. Like Malleus Draconia. Okay, hold on. Should I go into it? Let's move on. Let's move on. Migrant bird. Chip, chip. What are we waiting for, Sekra? We're starving. The human girl brought fish again. Fresh catfish. Fat and juicy. Who cares how it got here? Just eat it while it lasts. A free dinner like this won't come again twice. Their hair is beautiful. These are actually very majestic birds. Most of the flock huddle weakly behind the speaker, eyes locked on the fish. Their beaks twitch in agreement. They're very beautiful. I want to take one. They look like a mixture of like a cockatiel and then a flamingo. I mean, we're waiting for the next chapter. Anywho, true. Okay, well, if you want to hear it, we could get into Draconia. I mean, Malleus Draconia. So remember, so the story of Twisted Wonderland is that you're an isekai. It's an isekai, right? So you wake up in this, like, in a coffin, basically. Not even basically, you're literally in a coffin. And then you wake up in this coffin with a cat-like creature. He's a demon, but we don't know that yet. We just call him a cat. And basically, you wind up in Night Raven College. And basically, this is the middle of their ceremony, like their opening ceremony. And then this is where the game starts. Now, we cause havoc, and then eventually they find out we are not a magician. We're not even from this world. They can't send us anywhere. So they're like, okay, I guess you're gonna stay here because we have no other option for you. And we're like, okay, I'm chill with that. And then, but remember, there's 7 dorms. And we actually do not fit any of them because we don't use magic. There's a little bit more to it than that, but that's how it seems, right? So there's like the 7 dorms of the 7 villains, right? But then there's actually an 8th dorm, but it's like abandoned. It's Ramshackle dorm. Ramshackle is literally, it just means abandoned dorm. So we get sent there and we become the dorm leader of Ramshackle dorm. The only people in Ramshackle dorm are the ghosts that live there, me, and then the cat, the demon cat. That's it. And then we interact with the others. Now, one day while we're walking around our dorm, Malleus Draconia is there. And he's like, oh, are you here now? Because he was just like exploring the abandoned dorm. And then we're like, yeah, this is our dorm. And then basically we're like, okay, so what's your name? And then Malleus is like, you can call me whatever. What a weird interaction, right? But the reason why I like this is because it's a visual novel, so you can see like different dialogue options. And then the options are hilarious here. So it's like Maotaro, which I think it literally just means like you have different options to call him, but basically all of them are really goofy names. Okay, like they're all goofy, like Marshmallow, you know, like these are just like funny ones. And thank you so much for coming in, Brony. The colors of the rainbow or the Power Rangers? I didn't know, based on the Japanese kids show, almost the same title. Interesting. But Carmen Rider, right? Is that Power Ranger, but like the Japanese version? And basically, the long story short is that Malleus Draconia is not only the dorm leader of Diasomnia, the what is it called? The Sleeping Beauty dorm. But he's also like the prince of like the Fae creatures. Okay? So like basically he's Maleficent. He's the based off a Maleficent character. And he just lets you call him this goofy name the entire game until you find out he's Prince. And he's so cute. He's so cute. Like he had a Tamagotchi that died and he was heartbroken because it didn't die because he didn't take care of it. That was like his only friend. It died because of the battery. And it was so cute. It's so cute. I love Malleus because he's strong but sweet. And actually in the episode chapter 5, okay, so that chapter 5 is actually the Pomfiore, Apple's story. And then in that, They basically wreck the entire stadium where Apple is performing. And who fixes it? Malleus. Ain't nobody but my prince, lol. So Malleus is not my favorite, but he's definitely up there. It's like Apple, Riddle, and Malleus that are like, is pretty much in that order. And one thing that I like about Dia Somnia, so like Pomfiore, so in general, the dorms don't like each other. Like within their own dorm, they don't really like each other. Apple hates Pomfiore so much he wants to be in Savannah Claw. Leona literally tried to kill Ruggy, but Ruggy is so broke he needs Leona. So because Leona is rich based off of Scar, so Prince as well. And Jack hates like people who are unkind, which he has beef with like people like Leona basically. So they all hate each other. In Hearts Labule, which Riddle is the dorm leader of, Riddle is so strict because he's based off the Queen of Hearts, and he knows every single rule that the Queen of Hearts ever made. You know, he'll literally be like, rule 353, you can't eat tarts after a certain time, and then everybody hates him for that. It's so funny. But like one thing I love about Dia Somnia is that, and also Igni Hyde, but I don't really like Igni Hyde that much because chapter 6, but whatever. Dia Somnia, chapter 7, is Dia Somnia, and they all love each other. Like they're all friends. There is a little bit of sibling rivalry with Sebek and Silver because they were both adopted by Lilia. Is this what you're doing on the Mysterious channel, reviewing Twisted Wonderland stuff? It's all Twisted Wonderland, yeah. And I know the story. Like I think we know that I still remember this story very well. I know the songs too. Hey, so absolutely beautiful. No chance to beat us. No way, no way. And then like I even remember it in Japanese too. 壊れるような輝きは消してあげる. And Apple sings in that, so you know I know his solo. And then we also got Tacky. I call him Tacky because he's dressed so tacky, but his name is Neige LeBlanc. If you look him up, you'll understand what I mean. He looks terrible. I don't know why they designed him like this, but I call him Tacky. But he's like, hi ho, yah-ho, yah-ho. It's his version of hi ho. And he won that, which is diabolical because Hey, Absolutely Beautiful. Absolutely Beautiful was a banger of a song. Now compare hi ho to Koareru Yona Kagayaki wa. I think we know who the winner is, and I'm not even biased. Like Taki just didn't deserve that win. But you know, in true fashion, Rook, who is based off of the Huntsman, actually favors Neige LeBlanc. I have a big interest in the original Super Sentai after Power Rangers ended at the same time, aka the Japanese originals. I see. Hey, so absolutely beautiful. No chance to beat. There's no way, no way. Amai doku wa ikaga. But yeah, it was all Twisted Wonderland. It was all devoted to Twisted Wonderland. And then like I would add quotes. My own quotes talking about like what's going on, like what I loved. And then I don't know, I was really passionate about it. Chirp, give you a cookie? You have to redeem the cookie. Did you redeem it? Kagayaki wa keshite. I might have it. Yes, I do. Here it is. Kagayaki wa. Take it. Take this. One bite of the poison cookie, and you'll fall into eternal slumber. Just kidding. Kagayaki wa keshite ageru. Showtime. Well, if you want to see Neige LeBlanc, we can. Neige LeBlanc. Oh my god. Every time I see him, I'm actually triggered because I don't understand why they made these design choices. And maybe I'm a hater. But like, okay, so the beret, okay, fine, we can handle it, right? And I think that actually it says happily ever after on the side. I have to look at it. I think it says happily ever after. I'm not 100% sure. There is writing on it, and I thought that's... Who did this? Who did this to Vil? They put Vil Nage's face. They put Nage's face on Vil. That's diabolical. He would never. He would hate that. But look, he has bird pins. Okay, like one of these things is fine. Everybody has this magic pin because that's the source of their magic, right? And then he's wearing basically the colors of Snow White, which is fine. It's fine, but it's all like a sweater and there's like birds and then there's like a bow tie. Come on now. Come on now. There's a lot going on. And then on under the sweater, he's wearing a plaid shirt. I don't even like plaid, but if we're gonna do a plaid shirt, it should be like by itself, you know? But I just don't like this design. And then the beret on top of it, like, bro, can you pick? And then like compare this to like literally everybody else at Night Raven College. Like literally everybody has more like taste than that. Like everybody's got more style. Oh, Jamil is a great example. Jamil is so well dressed. I love Jamil. I actually love Jamil. I love a lot of people in here. Jamil, fire. Streetwear, that's him. I'm trying to find out where his dorm uniform is because that's Nage's regular default outfit. I'm trying to find the equivalent of... look at this. This is beautiful. Like, bro just walked in and... Bro, okay. Oh my gosh. 怒われるような輝きは消してあげる。最高の... Everybody else has like subdued outfits and then... Okay, so not Hearts Lebiol. Hearts Lebiol is also kind of trash. I won't lie. Like, I love you, Riddle. I love you, but... No, we can't be doing that. Is this... Kind of hard to tell. They're throwing pie at each other. I forgot that was a thing. You see what I mean? Like, they're just way more, like, cohesive, it feels. Oh my gosh, hi, Linux! You got a weird moment. I'm, like, talking about outfits. But welcome in. I hope you're doing amazing. What about a fridge? And welcome in, Linux. I love your little, Pokopia emote. I kind of wish I got one. Raid, who's Linux? We love Linux. Linux is like, I don't even know how to describe Linux, but Linux is great at coding. Did you code today? They're making a game. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. So put your best face on, everybody. He dresses like a dwarf. He was raised. He's based off of Snow White. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm pretty sure he lives with dwarves. Dwarves? Is that, what am I saying it right? Dwarf. Is he short? Not really. Apple or not Apple? Nage LeBlanc. Oh my god. Nage LeBlanc. Let me look up his... I don't know how tall he is. I don't really mind. 172 centimeters, so 5'7". I get triggered when people are taller than me. Like, I won't lie, everybody in this world is taller than me, but I don't know, like, he's 17. He should be shorter than me. Like, I'm just saying, he's not even an adult. Why are you that tall? And you're supposed to be the cute one. Is Apple? I think Apple is barely taller than me. I think he's like 162. I think so. Apple's... I'm gonna look it up right now. So we know. We can all be in agreement on how tall he is. 156. Oh, we love it. That's great. That's a great size. Everybody should be short. Just kidding. Just kidding. I need to learn Linux. I trust... And thank you so much. Is dwarves, is like plural? I have no idea. I guess so. Dwarf. Okay, I don't know. But we are playing AFK Journey today. I think we talked a lot about Twisted Wonderland. I think almost like 30 minutes have been talking about Twisted Wonderland. It is one of my hyperfixations, but I only made like 2 videos about it. And the reason why I haven't made a lot of videos is because I played the English and the Japanese version. So whatever they throw at me, I've probably already played it. And I was proven accurate again because like on like a few days ago on Twitter, they announced that they're doing that same event that I played. Not joking. I'm not joking about this. I played that event 24 times already. I don't need to play it again. It's the same event. It's like if Mabby did Doki Doki Island every month. We don't need it. Please stop. Get help. Just kidding. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. You're gonna get some rest. Nice stream. Thank you. I hope you have a good nap. I hope you eat well. Sleep tight. I hope you had a good day coding too. Me what? Basketball future legend. Oh, I feel like I've heard that before. Nikola Jokic had a strange shoot. He wore like the Joker. Interesting. 60s, 70s style. Stop it. Get some help. Literally. That's me and Twisted Wonderland. Like, we can't have the same event. How tall are you? I'm 5 foot even. So 152 centimeters. Okay, I guess technically it's like 4'11", but like it's close to 5 foot even. It's 152 centimeters, which I think is a little bit smaller than 5 feet. I'm looking this up right now because I don't know it in feet. 4'9". That's not right. Oh wait, 4.9. 4.9. 4.98. So that's basically 5. 162 feet or 152? 152. Not feet, centimeter. It's basically 5 foot. That's why I can't deal with people who are too tall. I'm sorry, Snuggy, if you're still in chat. Just kidding. Just kidding. Because I look like a toddler in your perspective. Like, I put it in a height simulator. Oh my gosh. Do we have to like, I have to pull this height simulator. This is really bad. Like, the height simulator is crazy. Actually, we'll leave it alone. But I'm sure you can, like, basically giantess. Imagine. I'm sure you could, like, I really look like a child from anybody who's tall's perspective. And when I say tall, I mean like 6 foot. Like, if you're 6 foot, you can see my entire body, and I look goofy. Like, let me see. It would look like this. I'm trying to figure out the angle. Hi, how's the weather up there? It's diabolical. Like, I can't. Come on now. 6'2" and 5'8" people look short. What do you mean? What do you mean 6'2" people look short? Or to people, do you mean like people who are from 6'2" to 5? People who are looking at 5'8" people, if there's... Wait, hold on. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. Basically, are you saying that people who are 5'8" look small to 6 foot people? 6'2" people? Is that what you're saying? That's crazy. 6'2" and 5'8" people look short? That's diabolical. So how do I look to you? When I saw the height perspective simulator, I was bothered. Like, what do you mean I'm that short? You can't do that. Adorable. Adorable. I haven't known where the grave joker a purple suit who's 6'10". 6'10"? No, we're already leaning into gigantism. Like, I think, how tall do you have to be gigantism? I'm looking it up. This order. Gigantism is a rare condition caused by excess growth hormone. Okay, this is AI. Hold on. Let me move to the actual sources. Triggers me. Oh, so gigantism doesn't even have anything to do with the actual height. It just has to do with the hormones. So I guess you could be that tall. Like, I guess what was it? What did we say? 6'10"? Wild. Like, I have to look that up in centimeters. 6'10" in cm. 208 cm, but it's 208.28, so like 828. So I kind of love it. Oh, that's not even it. Well, I don't know why they put... Oh, okay. That's wild. Like, some people are really out here that tall. Like, how? 7+. Somebody was talking about Joker. I Yes. I don't know who it is. Troy over on YouTube is talking about Joker. Tall people are. I can't believe they are real. Like, I was even leaving the store the other day when I was buying whipped cream, and I was leaving the store, and this man was so tall. Like, he was literally like the size of the door. Like, bro had to like squat to enter the door. Like, he had to like lean down a little bit, and I was like, how? How are you that tall? Like, how is that possible? I don't get it. But I guess somebody could look at me. How does someone be that short? I guess so, right? Therapy I mentioned. Yeah! Kamen Rider Joker? I believe so. Chirper. Since when do we feed without the lead bird's call? Our ancestors have told us migratory birds should forage for our own. Taking handouts from humans strains our dignity. A handful of sharp-eyed birds, besides Thurka, and their feathers are ragged and finned. They look half spent already. Talk is cheap. Point to one decent meal we've scraped together since we got here. Refuse it and we're done for. Just look around, look around, look around. Everyone's barely standing. But we'll lose what makes us migratory birds. You're the most injured, and you're asking the rest of us to just die hungry with you? Absolutely not. That's it. I'm done. And I've had it. Here, take a few. We leave brew tonight. Then we talk. Chirp, chirp. People are very tall in Serbia, not gonna lie. I was your height at... You're joking, Plot! You're joking! How are you that tall at 9? Do you stop growing at 9? Your headphones died. I'm so sorry. Are they like wireless? How are you that height at 9? Did you stop growing or are you still growing? Because I also stopped growing in like, I guess, how old was I? I'm trying to think. I guess I stopped growing around like 12. And I've just been 5 foot my entire life. Like, basically. Basketball, football players are over 5'11". Nikola Jokic nickname is a Joker. I like it. Bird downs a small fish and the flock around him follows suit. But he doesn't reach for another. Instead, he looks towards those who are standing with Circa. Are you seriously choosing hunger? Come on, eat a little. You're injured. This can turn bad fast. They hesitate. Never hesitate. Before lowering their heads and pecking at the fish in silence. You. A low purr rumbles from nearby. Sleek wildcats step from the shadows, circling until the flock has nowhere left to run. And now I have nowhere left to run. Nah, I'm 16. I got like 4 more years, hopefully. That is wild. I like Iron Man. Guy literally augments, upgrades his suit and gear with more than Swiss Army knife. I like armed adventure when he balanced the responsibilities as a teenager. So for me, it's not about the skill, it's about the personality. So yes, I can admit that Iron Man is very intelligent, very skilled, and very like good hand-eye coordination. Because like he still has to pilot the suit. I would probably fall to my demise if I tried to pilot that suit. So intelligent, fast reflexes. He has every reason to be arrogant, but I still despise arrogant people. So it is not like, when I say I don't like him, it's not because he is weak or that I don't feel like he's a superhero. He is a superhero, and he's strong and smart. I just don't like his attitude. Especially when you compare him to someone else, like Batman, who is, like, genuinely kind. And I'm not even mad that he can't back it up, because Iron Man has a reason to be arrogant. You know, like, he has a reason to be. He can actually back it up. So it's not even that. On the topic of age, how old are you, like, working in college, or are you a full-time streamer? I wish I was a full-time streamer. I wish. But I am old enough. I like... What was I saying? Oh, I love Batman. I love Peter Parker. Peter Parker is, like, the definition of my favorite kind of hero. Because Peter Parker is so kind. He is kind... he is broke. He's intelligent. He's intelligent without being arrogant. Armored Adventures is one of favorites. I don't care about the criticisms of him being the younger son of his dad or teenager spider like Iron Man. I don't mind if somebody is like a what is it called, like descendant of somebody else, because like Batman Beyond, you know, like Damian Wayne is just as valid as Bruce Wayne in my opinion. Like, I think the MCU movies didn't do Stark any favors. So that is what I'm basing off of my knowledge. I've never read, like, any of the Iron Man comics. I don't care. The only comics I really care about are Spider-Man and Flash. So I love Flash. Flash is great. But the only idea of Iron Man I have is from the movies. So if that's not his real personality, then I would owe him an apology. I don't know. My friend loves Iron Man from the movies. So I'm not saying that he's a bad character. He's just not the character for me. I can understand why people would like him. He's cool. Some people like the standoff attitude. Some people like the cold. Some people like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the original Star Trek. I don't like Captain Kirk. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I don't like Captain Kirk because he's a lot like me. I can't have someone like me. I like Spock. Spock is cool. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't deal with arrogant people. Kirk is too arrogant and he's too emotional. And not even emotional, like, oh, he's sensitively aware. No, he just falls hard and fast in every single episode. Why does he have to save the whole world again and again to Spock's dismay? And when I say whole world, I mean like literally one alien planet, and then he falls in love with the main character and he's like, we have to save her every single episode. Well, not every single episode, but I have strong opinions, and then Kirk is just not my favorite. I love Spock more. I mean, in terms of Rebecca not liking him, the movies kind of made him condescending. Right. The Iron Man series on Nickelodeon was pretty good. I don't think I ever watched that. I don't know any. I didn't even know he was on Nickelodeon. So yeah, I'm not saying that it is bad to like these kind of characters, because while I dislike them, those very qualities, the reason why I don't like him is because he's a lot like me. You know, like, I don't need another arrogant person. I got enough arrogance. I got enough ego. I need someone who's a little bit more humble, a little bit more sweet, more calm. But no, Kirk is way too chaotic. He's too emotional. He's too invested. Spider-Man triggers my, like, I want to protect him instinct. You know, like, he's broke. Give him some. He only has one suit. Spider-Man like Iron Man, that's the Armored Adventure animated series. Oh, I see. Is that what you were talking about earlier, Wilden? Even the Mandarin is a teen and thinks about protecting the world instead of ruling it, protecting it. Exactly. Instead of ruling it, protect it. That's what I love. I love characters who are kind, sweet, sensitive. I love intelligence. I love loyalty. I think loyalty is one of the things that can really, like, win me over. Like, I don't care if you're bad at everything else. If you're loyal, like, what's his name? Dr. Freeze? Oh, heartbreaking. Like, he was technically a villain, but, like, wifey. You know, like, oh. I love characters like that are kind. You don't have to be kind to everyone. You just have to, like, be kind to the people on your side, at least. Now, I like it when you're kind to everybody, which is why I tend to like, but at the same time, like, there's so much that goes into, like, a character that I love. Loyalty, kindness, intelligence. I cannot have arrogance. I like that. I like when people are proud. Like, be proud of who you are and know your worth. I like that. So I don't like characters that they don't believe in themselves at all. I don't like characters that are too arrogant. There needs to be a balance, you know? Like, Naruto was too much for me. Believe it, believe it, believe it. I'm gonna become Hokage. Believe it, believe it. Okay, let's stop. Toby, Andrew, or Tom Holland. Ooh, Toby, I think. But Tom Holland is really funny. But I think Toby. What? A low purr rumbles from nearby. Okay, I actually already read this. Well, this is so cute. This cannot be the villain. Can we, like, I think I would love any cat, to be honest. Like, I think even if it was like a leopard or a tiger, I'd be like, oh, so cute. I loved Young Mandarin. They never gave Armored Adventure a third season to tie up loose ends and expand the series. I hate it when that happens. You know, especially the loose ends part. I wish in a perfect world, if I was a queen of a nation, I would not let shows just be canceled. You know, like I would give them sponsors or something so that they at least finish the series. I agree, Dime. You know, like, because there are shows that really shouldn't have ended the way they did. So, like, Fairly Odd Parents, the way too extended. They needed to end that years ago. But, like, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, that show ended right before the big battle. And then that battle never happened. I'm not sure if that's where it ended. I count it kind of like an open ending. I don't really like open ended myself personally. I like it when they tell you definitively what happened, or at least show you or something like that. That's what I prefer. Um, the Misadventures of Sophie, for everything that series was, it actually ended very well. You saw Sophie as an adult and how her life became. So I like that. Another good ending is Danny Phantom because he just revealed who he was. So like kind of like his parents already had like a suspicion, like they knew it was him, but they didn't really like have any proof. And then he like really like took out, like he stopped the transformation so that he was just Danny Fenton. And that was like a good ending. Although I wish there was more, it could have been expanded, and I wish series ended like that. You know, like where there could be more, but it's actually a satisfying ending. Codename Kids Next Door also had a pretty satisfying ending, but they hinted at a next season that never happened. I'm not sure if anybody caught it, but they were mentioning like going into space, and that never happened. It just didn't happen. But it ended well. So even though we didn't get whatever that was supposed to be, I was okay with it. But like Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, that come on now. And I hate it when they cancel shows. Like Steven Universe got canceled, and Loki was triggered about that, but at least we got the future. They want to finish it, I think. Remember watching a guy reviewing the Super Robot Monkey Team. Oh, they want to finish it. Oh, that's nice. And then D. Grayman also did this. Like, I love the show. I love it to pieces. Do not come at me. But the very last episode of season 2 was him about to fight the Millennium Oral. And that was crazy. If you watch the season, like, you know that was a pivotal moment. Like, it was a pivotal moment in the series. And it just didn't happen. It just ended there until 10 years later. 10 years later, we got Hollow. What? I remember Samurai Jack. I love Samurai Jack. That one actually ended really good too. I actually have no notes. Oh my gosh! They changed the ending? Ah! I love that! Because it was heartbreaking. Well, what are you sorry little strays doing in our woods? You're too cute to be talking like that. Chirp chirp, we're victims of the storm. We mean no harm. And these fish are from a human girl. Fat and tasty, I swear. She's a generous sort. More fish will come to you. And when it does, we'd be honored if you'd accept it. Just one request. Give us a corner to build a nest and rest. We'll stay out of your way. Build a nest? Are you out of your mind, Burr? Monsieur Hamilton, Monsieur... No, it's like, back to the side quest, literally. Steven Universe was a mistake. I disagree. I feel like Future did what it needed to do. And Spinel, I love Spinel, so the fact that she got more closure in Future, I can't even be mad. Build a nest. Are you out of your mind, Burr? Burr reminds me of, Aaron Burr. Are you Aaron Burr, sir? The lead bird hasn't said a word. Won't move with the season. We're flying south. You want to stop and nest like we belong here? Silent Wood isn't an inn where strangers can come and go as they wish. We have rules, meow. Chirp, rules, of course. And we can offer something back. Food, favors, whatever you want. We just need a corner to rest. That's funny that they mentioned that because birds and wolves have started like cooperating. So they'll hunt deer together, birds and wolves. You should look it up. It's actually kind of cool. Like, it's kind of interesting. I think it's crows. Yeah, they have a symbiotic relationship. Save it. Pets who live off of humans don't get to negotiate with us. That's crazy. That's out of we survive and conquer the sky with our wings. Who made you our judges? Funny coming from cats who play sweet for humans and purr for food. Ooh, Circa! You can't just say that. No, we're natural hunters, and hunters don't depend on anyone. I'll make you regret it. I'm going to eat you alive. To be fair, cats are like merciless predators. Like they're both like a mixture of prey and predator, but there's a reason why there's so many bounties on cats because they can repopulate and conquer. And they conquer a lot. They can fight snakes. They can fight, which is wild. Like I would not fight a snake, but you know what? Cats are a different breed. And they have like venom. Not venom. What's the word? Like it they can basically um there's like bacteria that is only in their saliva that helps them but hurts prey. I hate when writers assassinate their characters to feign a sense of depth for the character. I do hate that time. So I like it when I don't mind redemption arcs, like that happens, but it needs to make sense for the character. Like for example, Robert Hayden from Law of Ueki, great character arc. He was a villain, but he was never really a villain. Like if you watched it, he just really wanted love. And that remained consistent in his personality. And he kept trying to be Ueki because his father loved Ueki more, which is crazy. So like Robert Hayden, that's why he acted the way he did. And when he finally got his father's approval, and then like Ueki did in fact win the competition, so Robert Hayden lost. He lost the vitriol. You know what I mean? Like he lost. In Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, you see Ashi stay alive permanently after destroying something. My evil tokens. I don't mind. Like there was one. For anyone who doesn't know, my Oshi is Merryweather, Lucius Merryweather, and the reason why I found about Mary was actually not even from VTubing at all, but a comic book writer. So he wrote a lot of webtoons, and there was one story that honestly tore me apart. It was like about this alien. She was like an alien and she fell in love with a human. So she would like look through a microscope on her home planet and then look at the man living his life on Earth. And then one day she was like, "Oh, I'm going to visit. I'm going to visit him. He's so like I love him. I want to meet him." And then so she like builds a spaceship and then eventually she goes to Earth. But light travels differently in space, remember? So when she got there, all of those miles apart, Earth had been destroyed. And the man she saw and fell in love with through the telescope had already passed away. You know, like a long time ago. Um, so it was a really sad story and I was heartbroken. But if you read the next like comic, you could actually see them in the background. Like you could see them in the background. Like she built a time machine and then came back to Earth when it was still like there and then like met them. Like this was all in the background of the comic, the future comic. And I thought that was really cute because I cannot handle bad endings. But some characters, I know exactly what you mean, Dime. Like some characters, they did not like they didn't change, and I don't get why they suddenly had to change. Like Gervin, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He did not earn whatever change might have happened there. Like, bro, I don't even know what his motivation was. Like Siren, I hate that guy, but at least I understand who he is and why he got there. Gervin didn't earn it, in my opinion. And then like Sunset Glimmer, no, Sunset Shimmer. I forgot. Is it Glimmer or Shimmer? I don't even know. But from the My Little Pony movies, um, literally she was this giant big bad villain the entire movie. And when I say like big bad villain, she literally like stole the crown, the princess's crown. And princess in My Little Pony is basically queen. I don't know why. She stole Princess Celestia's crown. Okay? Like that. I don't even know if it was Celestia. It might have been like Cadence or something. I don't know. She stole some magic crown and then like ran away. And then Like, that's huge. That's already huge. And then, like, Celestia was her teacher, okay? Like, she was a prodigy, magic prodigy. And then she stole the most treasured possession of her mentor. That's kind of crazy already. But then she, like, took over the human world. Well, not took over, but, like, there was a whole thing. But basically, she was evil. Like, she was full, flat-out evil. And then she lost one fight. One singular fight. And suddenly she's a good person suddenly. Made no sense to me. It makes no freaking sense to me. The ashes, they all got up. I wondered why Tara had a rep as a villain in Teen Titans. Then I learned a bigger trend. But then in the animated series, but I never viewed Tara as a villain personally. I think there's a difference between a villain and then somebody who kind of was like struggling and then made bad decisions. Like, I wouldn't even say she was an antagonist. No! Welcome back! Hello, old friend. I was talking about you the other day. Because I was mentioning whose name was it? It was Lubar. So I accidentally said their name was Lumber, but their name was Lubar. And I thought about you because everybody calls you Gravel. And everybody called them Lumber. Good things, of course. I'm going to eat you alive. Not you, Nella. You're always welcome here. I won't eat you alive. Tension snaps tight. The cats arc their backs, ready to spring. Cassidy wants to rush in, only to be stopped by Hepler. Still, the branch rustles. Who's there? Not the Gravel! Everybody does that to you. Gravel. Who are you? And thank you so much for the sub. I don't think I think I instantly went to like greeting you instead of like mentioning that, but thank you so much. And 20 months is crazy. It's kind of shocking to me that I've been streaming that long. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel that long. Who are you? Who are you? Hepler reveals himself as a massive owl bird. The cats recoil instantly, ears flat, paws sliding backwards. Almost 2 years, right? It was a routine inspection to keep intruders under watch. We didn't know you were here, Lord Woodkeeper. Our apologies. Forgive us. We'll be gone immediately. Immediately. Ooh, but Nelle, you saw a musical the other day. I'm trying to watch Hello Dolly. I need to make time to watch it because it's one that I've been wanting to watch. I like that owl bear. He's Professor Hepler. He's using transformation magic. I think he's a dwarf. Hepler says nothing. He simply watches as cats scatter into the trees. Awestruck, the flock looks at him. I'm actually using the worst seating posture ever. I'm sitting on a chair and having my feet on the table, but I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. So, like, this is honestly very terrible posture, but I'm not going to change because I'm comfy. I learned Geoforce was Tara's brother, and in the official comic after the animated series, they meet Geoforce, and he is happy her sister is free and happy. Closure. I'm actually really happy about that. I didn't even know that she had a brother. I actually forgot. I don't know if that was mentioned, because I never read the comics. I didn't even know there was a comic for Teen Titans, or I would have watched that. Read that. It's a journey. It really is. This is AFK Journey. Too bad. Too bad what? What is this game even about? Oh, so the main story. So there's basically, you are Magister Merlin. So Merlin is the title given to the strongest mage in a generation. So that's us. Now, our real name is not Merlin. Merlin is a title. In fact, we don't know our real name. Because at the start of the game, we select a name for a alias as a disguise. So we have like 2 layers of disguises, and we have amnesia as well. So we forgot our real name. But, so then we have to like fight Hypogeans and then seal them away, because Hypogeans are basically like demons in this world. And then we have to like seal them because that's like our job, and we have to protect Asperia, the whole world basically. This is the land of Asperia. Now we have derailed from that original plot now that I'm mentioning it, we don't even fight Hypogeans anymore. Like that was like the season 1 and 2 story. But by the time we get into like Chains of Eternity, I mean technically in Chains of Eternity we did fight Cryonia, who was one of the demons. And then what happened in Echoes of Descent? We fought the dragon. Like, it wasn't even a Hypogean. Can someone correct me on that? It was literally a dragon, right? And hello, Serena! Hepler is a mauler and a lizard man. Specifically, thank you, Serena. You redeemed Stretch? Thank you. Okay, I guess I gotta change my posture then. Let me stretch my legs. Oh, wow. That is definitely different. Hello, old friend. Oh, that's why you said too bad. We did eventually fight Theta. Oh, yeah, at the season. See what I mean? Like, it's really not about it, though. Like, yeah, technically, we did fight Saida, the seed Hypogean, but she was at the very end. Even Burial, like, basically, we're fighting, like, some evil people who keep trying to call demons. Or Hypogean is what they're called here. So yeah, that's basically what happens. Now the story really does vary. Like the last story that we went through was a murder mystery, so we had to find out who killed this guy, who did it, and how. One comic based on the Teen Titan animated series, Terra is redeemed and given closure. In other DC media, Terra is goated as a villain and has grim deaths. I don't know, either way can be cool, personally. Like, I don't mind it either way. Like, I just want characters to remain true to who they are. So if they start the comic evil, they should at least have some motivation. There's nothing that I hate more than a villain who's just a villain because they're evil. Like, I need to know, like, why are you evil? Like, did somebody, like, spurn you and now you hate people? Or maybe you want to take over the world because you had no control as a child. Like, you need to have some sort of motivation. It can't be just, oh, I'm evil. No, you have to have a reason. Now, whatever that reason is fine, but it has to, that reason cannot change. Now, the way your actions, like, follow your motives, that's fine. That can change, you know, like, you can learn new information. Like N, for example, N from Pokemon. Technically, he was a main antagonist for Team Plasma. He was like the leader. But his whole motivation was to protect Pokemon. Like, that was his whole goal. And then he didn't want Pokemon to fight because it's brutal, right? That's what he thought. Because he had been raised along... I'm not even going to go into it, but N was orphaned. And N was raised specifically with Pokemon that had been abused. So that his view of human and Pokemon relationships would be warped. So that's why he thought all humans abused Pokemon, because that's all of the interactions he was allowed to have. Other than that, he was isolated at home. So that's why he had a bad opinion of humans. And then when did he change? When he fought, I believe, Reshiram and a Pokemon. And then he realized, okay, well, maybe Reshiram doesn't need saving. You know what I mean? Because he lost to Reshiram. And then he was like, hang on a minute. If Reshiram wants me to stop, he respects Pokemon views, right? And that's what made him change. No human, because he didn't care about humans. He cared about Pokemon. So when he saw a Pokemon defending humans, that's when he changed his mind, you know? And then I feel like that's a good character. That's a good character. Because he stayed true to who he was and his motives, but changed his opinion and actions based on new information. That's good. And in Echoes of Descent, we fought Dragon Azra's Soul and then Queen Saralith. Yes, evil isn't born, it's justified type B. Yeah, basically. Like, I don't want you to just be evil. That doesn't make sense. You need to have some sort of motivation. Now, if you don't change your mind, I think a good villain being Slain from Alnoa. I'm sorry, I keep mentioning this anime. I love it. But basically, I like Slain because he always stays true to who he is. He always did everything for Princess of Salem. From the very beginning to the very end. It was all for Princess of Salem. And at the end, he has no redemption arc. He is just in an insane asylum. Now, to me, he doesn't need to be redeemed. It's Inaho who needs to be redeemed, the protagonist of the series. Because Inaho was the only like truly like I feel like he was evil, to be honest. Like the whole series could have started and ended with Inaho going, "Hey, the Princess of Salem is alive. She'll come home when she's ready." Like literally, that's all he needed to say. And then Slane would have been like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, I get it." Or let me talk to her. You know, like it could have ended. It could have ended. And even if he didn't know what to say the first time, okay, we all make mistakes. You didn't know what to say the first time. Then the second time, the third time, the fourth time, noted he didn't even talk to Princess of Salem. He never told Princess of Salem Slane was looking for her, which is crazy. Don't even feel bad for Princess of Salem because she didn't clear up the misunderstanding when she finally woke up either. Because eventually Slane finds Princess of Salem, but she's in a coma. And then so he rescues her. Well, he thinks he's rescuing her. And then he like surrounds her in flowers and everything. Like, oh, I got all these flowers from Earth. And then she wakes up and then she holds a gun to his head. And he's like, what? Okay, but we're not even going to go into it. We kind of did, but I had beef with that because everybody sucked except for Slane. Oh my god, it bothers me. And then, but Slane stayed true to who he was, and you know what? If all of that happened to me, I too would be a villain. So, Hypogean are like demon or like manifestations of dark emotions. In the case of Saida and Harek, hunger. So their influence could be more insidious, I guess. Yeah. I don't even know though, because Kulu is cool. Kulu is cool, and then who else? We just met a Hypogean that wasn't bad, right? Countess. Countess was also a Hypogean, but she's just a rule keeper. So even then, Hypogean, the hate on Hypogeans is really forced. Lightbearers are just Dura's lackeys, and then Dura has beef with Hypogeans for whatever reason. Terra was royalty. Her brother and her have altered to powers by force. Terra and Slade. Whoa, I think have been a trend longer than the animated series. Even had children. The animated series changed some things. Yeah. Okay, what were we doing? Simply watches as the cat scatter into the trees. Awestruck, the flock looks at him. Chirp! What a lifesaver! Thank you. You're Lord Woodkeeper? No, I'm not. Woodkeeper? Who's that? A powerful, mysterious Circa is cut off as a bird comes flapping in. Or darker impulses might be a better way to word it. Perhaps. But I don't even think Hypogeans are bad. They're just different. And then the hate on them is so forced. Like, it's so forced. Same with Graveborns. You know, because the Lightbearers did Graveborns dirty too. Oh, they're evil, they're unnatural, they're undead. And they're literally just people who've been hurt in life. Like, we don't even know all of the Graveborns yet, but I have yet to see a Graveborn other than, like, Hodgkin, who is, like, truly, like, evil. But you can't base a whole race off of criminals. You know what I mean? Like, of course, if you judge people based on the criminals of their nation, everybody's gonna look criminal, right? But you have to, like, base it on, like, the median person. Undead lives matter too, 100%. Let's make that a trend. ULM. Lots of DC media, crazy and alternatives, and I like that because it plays around with the same character, but like in different situations. What if, you know, like what if, I don't know, like Bruce Wayne's parents never died? How would that have been? You know, what if Joker was never pushed into the vat of chemicals? You know, lots of DC. Okay, dark isn't the same as evil anyway. Right. Everybody can be a little bit dark. Like, nobody's perfect. And I think darkness or like stuff like that kind of gives flavor to a character, you know? Because it's easy to be good when everything is good all the time. You know what I mean? Which is why I hate, like, nothing. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, life is great, so everybody's great. You know what I mean? Like, it's boring to me. I need some sort of drama. I need some sort of, like, even heroes, good heroes aren't just happy all the time. Like, I'm sorry, Kingdom Hearts Sora went through nothing. So while I liked him as a kid, now that I'm older, I have no other. He's like my son, but like he's not even that deep in my opinion. compared to like Roxas, who was like 2 years old when all of the Kingdom Hearts 2 happened, which was heartbreaking, and he suffered. He suffered a lot. So for Roxas to still be a good character is pretty impressive, you know what I mean? Or like Homura from Madoka Magica. I didn't like her at first, but while watching the series, I was like, she's actually kind of cool. Like, I can understand why she acted the way she did. And I, too, would lose hope if I was in a never-ending time loop with my best friend repeatedly dying. And I, too, have beef with Chibi. Off the top of my head, the overly bad Graveborns are Hodgkin, Viperion, Cecilia, and Salazar. I don't really know anything about Salazar, so I cannot comment. Celia, I kind of like her, to be honest. Like, yes, she did try to call Burial. Okay, so like, yeah, we have a little bit of beef there. But she has been shown to, like, she has been kind to some people. So I'm curious about more of her story, more of her backstory. Why was she trying to call Burial? How did she die, first of all? Because that is important, in my opinion. And Hodgkin and Viperion are actually like the worst. So they're not worse than Siren, because at least out of everybody, at least Hodgkin didn't try to revive or like summon a demon and then basically kill everybody and then take over their body. You know, like at least he didn't do that. Viperion, I actually think he might be at the bottom. Like I think he might be like right there with Siren. The more I think about it, I think when I did the tier list, I think I had more beef with Viperion, less beef than I do now. But basically he did human experiments, which is terrible. But at least he didn't like trap people's souls like Siren. Okay, like Siren actually is still the worst. Siren is still the worst. Viperion and Hodgkin, his enabler, are also terrible. And then Hodgkin did steal the Bantus artifact and then kind of messed up everybody's opinion about undead people. So Hodgkin and Viperion are definitely there. You're not sure about Shadewing? Is that the merman? Because, like, I need that guy. Sora had no story. Oh, ooh, Dime. Yeah, you're right, though. He's just a dude. Oh, wow. Dime, that's heated. That's heated. I wouldn't say all of that. But yeah, I wish that they did a little bit more with his story. I feel like when I was younger, I related to him more because I was young and he was young. So like, yeah, I see it. But looking back, he's like the exact kind of character where, of course, you're a good person because you never struggled. Like his biggest struggle was losing to Riku in that one little fight, you know? But he still has parents, you know, at the beginning of the movie, both his parents are not movie. Both at the beginning of the game, both his parents are alive and they're like calling to him, which I completely forgot about until I started like playing it again. And I was just sitting there like, bro has everything. He has a nice life with all of his friends on the island, all his family too. He has a whole family, and his best friends, Riku and Kairi. So when it comes to like heroes, I don't really feel like Sora does much, but I do think he's a good like self-insert. I think the first game, his arc pretty much ended. Who? Sora's? Nereon is a mermaid, and I'm excited for him. Shadewing is a little bird we got in the season with no story. Ooh, thank you, thank you. Jester was the hero Joker in Mirrorverse, but killed off too soon. That's rough. But yeah, I am so excited about the merman. Like, if you saw the merman, oh, I think we have to show it. I think we have to show it. Because, like, I'm not even a fan of the color green, but for Neron, yeah. Some long for eternity. Oh my gosh, his face is beautiful. Like, he's right up there with Ludovic. Like, when it comes to beauty, come on now. I love beautiful people. Isn't he so pretty? Other than green, we'll forgive him. Hopefully he gets a skin at some point. I should have bought the Ludovic skin. I'm regretting it. I'm regretting not buying the Ludovic skin. Why didn't I buy it? I should have bought it. I don't know. I don't think I thought about it. Aqualad, I'll take it. Everything after Kingdom Hearts 1 is Sora being LOL, literally though. And Salazar too long didn't read his affinity tale, describe him as a sadist. Oh gosh. Yeah, I agree with you. Who said that? Wilden? No, Serena. What's wrong with green? That's me for real, for real. I like people despite green. So Nele, I like you despite green. But I like yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. And I don't know, green just triggers unhappy. Like, you know, like, I don't know. I just can't do it. But some people I like despite green. And it's not a hard, fast rule. Like Deku from My Hero Academia. I love him. In fact, his name is actually Midoriya, which is so interesting. They looked at his green hair and they were like, yeah, let's call him green hair. Grease this LOL time. We're making up words now, I see. But look how, okay, hold on. Look how pretty he is. Look at his ears. One thing about me, I also really like unique ears. Like, I love elves and mer people because their ears are just so pretty. Like, so beautiful. Okay, let's close this. Let's look back at the game. Let's focus again. Whoever this is, we're pulling for him. I don't even know. But he looks so beautiful. And Graveborn, they're just not that evil. Like, when you look at it, like, every single story I see is like a Graveborn being done dirty. Except for Hodgkin, Viperion, Salazar. I don't even know Salazar, to be honest. Like, but the torture thing, that's too far. But Viperion, Hodgkin, Salazar. Who else? Who am I missing? Neon is so handsome despite his longing for his dead wife too? Goodness gracious. Can someone put him in contact with Niru then? Because he brought back his wife. Technically, it's unclear how she died. I'm pretty sure she chose to die. To come back as a Graveborn with Niru and Daemon. Can we do that for Neron? This is the longest sidetrack stream. It really is. To be honest, I don't know why we're talking about this. We have gone through literally nothing in the story. Not the longing makes him less... No. Not... Oh, yeah. The longing is kind of... It adds to his beauty, to be honest. Because remember how I said I love loyal people? You're loyal... So wedding vows are until death do us part. Bro died and still can't move on. That's loyalty. Loyalty only from me. I was hoping to use my season hero swap ticket to get a fully upgraded S+ Sylvan. I love Sylvan. Once EV available, Sylvan has overtank AFK stage records. I saw that, Wilden. I saw, like, in one of their updates, AFK Journey updates, that Sylvan was actually getting shade. Like, players were literally hating him because of how overpowered he was. And they literally said his name specifically in the patch notes, which is so funny because Sylvan was catching strays. They were like, hang on, we'll nerf him. Shamira was implied to, yeah, exactly. Because, like, and then, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand Shamira's thought process. Shamira went through so much, which is why in Daemon's song, I'm mad we didn't get more Shamira time. Because he was like, my father was a doctor and medic in war. He was executed, martial justice. We had all of that for Nero. And then what did Daemon sing about Shamira? My mom spent up her savings to hire the best doctor in town. That's all they said about Shamira. But you said your father was a doctor and medic in war and was executed because of martial justice. So you basically ran down Niru's entire story, but you only said one thing about your mom? Come on now. Now, I'm sure there's a reason why they did it that way. Maybe it rhymes better in whatever language it was originally. Because the flow in that song is pretty non-existent. The translation was really not it either. And hi, Abby, how are you? Yes, it's perfect melancholy and my favorite shade of blue. I love blue. And the way that you said melancholy reminds me of the opening of that song. Because they literally said, melancholy bells are ringing. He could have had a verse about how his mother has been dominating the meta for a while. He literally could have. He could have said, my mom beat up everybody in arena. Or I wish, if it was me and I was a writer, I would have mentioned Stitchy, you know, because Chimera made Stitchy herself. And I would have talked about that, or maybe how mom was crying so much because of she watched Damon suffer. You know what I mean? Like, she wanted to help, but she really couldn't do much because, you know, she was a brokey. You know, like, mom really did spend up the savings. I wish we kind of talked about her opinion, or at least give a rundown of her story a little bit more. You know what I mean? You're here for it, though? Who? You're here for what? You're about to yap about things you like for 2 hours, literally, though. Like, because I derailed it again. I derailed it. Oh, why are we talking about this? I can't remember if Shamira took her life knowing that Nero would bring her back. I think no, because she took. Okay, so what happened was, Damon. So I mean, not Damon, but Nero was sent away, and then he got killed. She knew that and was like, "Oh shoot, this sucks." Spent all her life savings on Damon, right? Damon ends up dying, and she's struck by grief. But then Nero is at the door, and he's like, "Don't worry, honey, I can fix it." And she's like, "What?" And then so he revives Damon. Shamira is still alive at this point. And then suddenly they talk about being a Graveborn family. So what? What happened? Because Shamira was there before. So Damon died first, then got revived. And then they don't talk about how Shamira became a Graveborn. So I think they reasoned, I'm pretty sure they reasoned it would be a hot mess to raise a Graveborn child with one live parent and the other dead. So I'm pretty sure they both agreed, why don't we just, you know, because Niru already mastered the magic. So I believe Niru, like, they talked about it and then decided, you know, to turn Shamira into a Graveborn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Damon was first. I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but remind me to never call Freerun an old lady. Her profile says a lot of heck habit. Really? I haven't seen the anime, so I need to, like, I really do need to, like, buckle down and watch it on times 2. Like, I don't even mind. Bad news, Circa. One of the chicks bolted when that happened. It's gone. Dang. I'll get it back. Circa tries to move, but his wings fails him, and he nearly goes down. He can't take off like this. We can help. Glance at Hepler for approval. Hepler nods in approval. To be honest, I do value Hepler's word here because I don't know about birds. He's literally a flamingo. I love that. Thank you. I'm counting on you. Watch the ground. If you find its feathers, you're close. My mom spent up her savings. A scatter of feathers. To hire the best doctor in town. Found it. It's terrified. Let's get it back to the flock. Cassidy, slow and gentle. It's still spooked. Countless nights I lied awake praying. The goddess witnessed without seeing. Curse me with unjust, just for the bullying. Weak, freak, and plague. I'm burdened with such names. Let's get you back, little one. Pains in borrowed hours. Why aren't you moving? I'm supposed to do the bell. I thought it was like one of those scare people. In borrowed hours I bear witness to the call of mercy. With a holy gift my new birth shall be harnessed. I know of death who longs for me. We shall never part. We're never gonna leave. Thank goodness it's okay. Thanks, really. I need to calm it down first. Burr gives you a quiet nod, then turns away to tend to the shaken chick. You saved us from disaster and brought the chick back. We can't thank you enough. Hepler doesn't answer. He turns to leave. Please wait, Lord Woodkeeper. I know we embarrassed ourselves in front of you. I told you, you've mistaken me for someone else. Maybe I have, but still, you stepped in when we had no chance. I have a favor to ask. Please save our lead bird. He's badly injured and barely breathing. We don't know what to do. A flock survival can't hang on one life. I won't intervene. It just doesn't work that way. That's crazy. But the lead bird carries our path memory. The route passed down through generations. He's the only one who knows the way back. Without it, we will be lost. I want to, actually. Yeah. 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 I see something. I see chat. Can the person who said please don't bonk me, can you copy and paste your message again? Because I actually don't see it. I'm not sure if it got deleted. Oh, actually, I see it. I see it. Never mind, Wilden. I see it. Okay, is it normal for elves to have long lifespans in anime or media, or are there exceptions? Please don't bonk me. LOL, I won't. So, yes, typically elves have longer lifespan, like in general. I don't think this is always the case. Like, I'm trying to think. Does Legolas have a longer lifespan? I love Legolas. Because I'm pretty sure that in most media, time flows differently for elves. So similar to Freeren. You know, like they live like if humans live for 80 years, they might live for 250. And then their maturity is less. Like I think D&D is like that as well, where elves have a longer lifespan but age slower and they mature slower. I actually need to be right back for a second. 1 second. Please don't go anywhere. No, not ending. We're not ending. We're being right back. out by the darkness and its beautiful noise. Yeah, Lord of the Ring elves live a long time. I'm gonna act like didn't see or hear that time for the health of around Freerun and others. Mercy. LOL. Is he that scary? Welcome in. Or not welcome in, but thank you. You said oh. What do you mean oh? Why oh? Hello, Baker Bear. Can I get 2 croissants, please? 1 chocolate and 1 cheese and medium strawberry matcha latte as well, please? He's right here. He heard you. He's got your mocha right here. Where is it? It's right. I can't point at it, but there it is. You still say LOL. LOL. Oh, true. Will always be nostalgic for me. Yeah. You 100%. I do say LOL, and I say LOL IRL too. Like that's just my speaking habit. I used to say BRB, but I don't even say that anymore. I say be right back now. I still use the same like phrase, but I just say be right back. Light is shut out by the darkness you hate. Do you hear my angel crying? That's how she sounds to me. Without it, we'll be lost. I used to LOL, but I since stopped using shorthands. Really, because of Mabby, actually specifically Mabby and Ragnarok Online, I got really into text talk. So I would be like, GTG, LOL, BRB, ooh. The triangle eyes. I love the triangle eyes too. That's actually one of my favorite phases. I don't use it anymore, but it's always really nostalgic for me. No, migratory birds will never be lost in the sky, but survival demands payment. Sometimes the payment is a life. You may hate it, but it's the truth. Now I'm leaving. We're just leaving, but end of discussion. Just point us somewhere. A suggestion, a hint, anything, please. I'm so lost. Hepler downright refusal hit Serac hard, but there's no anger in him. He just keeps pleading, reaching for anything that might save them. There's confusion in Circa's gaze, and grip beneath it. Something in Hepler loosens. Think about what your ancestors told you. Our ancestors' words? That's the only guide you actually need. Alright, time to leave. It autocorrect to IRL to Al. Oh, I just skipped it because I didn't know. 5 stars. Baker Bear will be so happy to hear that you gave him 5 stars. He'll get a raise and a promotion. Cassidy, this is exactly what I meant. Your kindness is turning into a leash. They're no longer thinking about how to survive on their own. Instead, they're waiting to be fed. They're even trying to betray their own nature, to think migratory birds would consider abandoning the sky and settling in the forest that was never theirs. I mean, do you really have beef with people, like, settling down? That's exactly what humans did. We used to be nomadic, but we settled down because of agriculture. So we learned how to do agriculture, and then we started building civilization around agriculture. Because you can't just move your entire farm, right? It has to be stable. So that was actually a sign of, what's it called? Development. So I have no issue with animals stopping what their instincts are, because eventually they will either die out, you know? Like natural selection, you know? I don't really see an issue. They're migratory birds. The instinct to move is in their blood, but they've forgotten that. A river that stops turning foul eventually. Oh, he's comparing birds to rivers. That's not really fair, but okay. Professor Hepler, but some of them are too hurt to take off. They haven't recovered. If no one helps, they won't make it. Isn't that too cruel? I agree with Professor Hepler. I agree with Cassidy. I have other opinions. I kind of agree with Cassidy. Let me think about it. I got a big man-eating candy girl, hypogm to S+. Is it, who? Kulu? As powerful as Sylvan before and after. Both together are probably lethal. Beautiful, we love to hear it. I think Hepler points is that humans settled down on their own versus these birds who are being domesticated by Cassidy's intervention. Okay, Serena, I actually do agree with that. Because, well, it's true. Because Cassidy isn't always going to be there. I don't know, is Cassidy always going to be there? Because she's there for the whale. She actually takes care of the whale. But they're trying to stay in this forest expecting that Cassidy will come. I'm going to say I have other opinions then. Because I don't really agree with Hepler's completely don't help them at all kind of attitude. And I don't agree with Cassidy's completely baby them. So I'm going to say in between. You're free to disagree, but I won't change my mind. Helping doesn't mean shielding. It means allowing them to struggle, adapt, and stand on their own. The storm is where the migratory birds' courage and hard-earned wisdom resurface. They learn by surviving on their own. That's how the world works. Yes, but also no, because they're injured. So I think it's okay to help, like literally physically help, but don't baby them. I want to dial you for about, what does that mean? She's leaving to be a court mage. True, Serena. I completely forgot. I'm going to do something with my 2DS XL on stream. Ooh, nice. I have a 3DS XL. I have the Legend of Zelda one from Link Between Worlds. I love Link Between Worlds. I'm not going to go all into it, but the Link from the other dimension is so cute. So Link is one of my favorite characters ever. I love his bravery, loyalty, kindness. He has all of the boxes, and he's an elf, and he's beautiful. You love Zelda, ayy! But the Link Between Worlds Link is also attractive in a different way, because he's a coward, but that's so cute. Like, it makes me want to protect him. They can't all trust humans. Right. That's another thing, because, like, what is it? What's the creature? Is it a man? No, it's a seal. I think it's a seal. Basically, you're not allowed to touch them, because if you do, they will start treating humans with love, because they're loving creatures. But then not all humans mean them well. So that's why you can't touch them or be friends with them, because they will be your friend, and then they'll think all humans are like you, and then they will walk into their demise. So it's not good. And we see in previous stories, these seasons, there are human poachers we have to deal with. Okay, yeah, I agree, Serena. Okay, so I guess I'm more on Hepler's side than Cassidy's side. But you guys convinced me, okay? Like, I was definitely Team Cassidy for a while, because I, too, would want to help the birds. Overhelping has a cost. You strip away the very instincts meant to keep them alive, like a fish that's only known warm shallows, and panics the first time it meets a real river. Alright, my leave is over. I'm heading back to the Serene Lyceum. That should put Celise's mind at ease. Have a safe trip. I appreciate you coming all the way here into Silentwood for me. The flock will choose its own path. That's how it has to be. Hepler turns and disappears into the woods. Night closes in, leaving only you and Cassidy with a brow furrowed. When Hepler is out of sight, Cassidy looks at you. She lowers her voice, torn between doubt and determination. Magister Merlin, could you come see me again tomorrow? Things weigh on my mind, and I need your advice. I'd really appreciate it. Why not say it now? Sure. I'm gonna say sure, because she'll need to, like, rest on it, right? It's definitely complex. I agree with Hepler in my playthrough, but it's a bit harsh, I have to say, right? I feel like there should be, like, an in-between, because I do agree that Cassidy is kind of babying them, like, too much. She can't always give them food, especially how this is not even a safe spot, because of the cat. If she took them to her area, then okay. And I do think we should, like, help. Like, I think we should at least, like, make sure they're not actively dying, and then leave them alone. You know what I mean? Like, leave them alone at that point. When they're not actively dying and then can fly, they don't even have to be at 100. They just can't be actively dying. And then, like, if the bird gets lost, how are they gonna find their way? Like, genuinely, that's like a good question that Thurek had. Thanks again, Magister Merlin. Tomorrow, then. You part ways with Cassidy, planning to meet her first thing tomorrow. Lumivale. I'm glad you're here. I couldn't shake off Professor Hepler's words. I was tossing and turning all night. I know he has a point, but they're so badly hurt. Can we go see the flock again, just to confirm they're fine? I'm worried about them too. Hepler made his point clear. I'm gonna say I'm worried about them too. Thank you. Let's move. Let's go. I'm curious on what we'll find. Oops. Cat! I'm 20 stories tall. I am a giant. Look, one's falling behind. Hypofiends are circling. We have to help. Also, hypofiends are an external force. I would definitely protect them from a hypofiend because they're not even supposed to be here. Hypofiends are an abnormality. Now, if they died to cats, I'm gonna be honest, that's natural selection. I love this side quest. Reminds me of Fluttershy with the Breezies in MLP. Yes, I remember. There's a reason wildlife rescuers focus on releasing animals into the wild as well. So yeah, I think you can have an in-between stance there, right? I forgot until you said her area that made the ecosystem herself. Did she appoint someone to take care of when she leaves? It'll be better. It better be self-sufficient, otherwise it will collapse. Exactly. That's why I'm a little bit worried, even for like a whale, because aren't they social? I'm pretty sure whales are social creatures. I'm Googling it right now. Are whales social animals? I'm pretty sure they are. Life in a pod. Yeah, they travel in pods. That's actually heartbreaking because she had the whole whale. And they sing and stuff. So honestly, this is rough. This is rough. They can navigate surprisingly complex and nuanced social relationships. Pods have unique calls for family groups, as well as some that they share for other groups. Pods that share at least one call type are called an acoustic clan. It's quite complicated structure. Pods in the same community that share calls will sometimes associate with each other, but pods that don't share calls don't tend to mingle. So yeah, they're social creatures. So in other words, when Cassidy leaves, her whale is gonna be like suffering because it's gonna be lonely. They have like separation anxiety. Same with like monkeys. And this is why I'm against, I know this is random, but I'm against people who raise monkeys. Like people. You're not supposed to buy monkeys. Usually that's illegal. Like it cannot be done because they're highly social. Sometimes they'll be in families of like 50. They'll be in whole families of like 50 people. And you think you're enough to raise them? No, you're not. You're not. I put it in the same category as animal abuse. Because you have work, you have school, you have other obligations. But that monkey only knows you. So when you leave, what's it gonna do? It's gonna act out. It's gonna be lonely. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be scared. It's not okay. And that's why I don't think things that belong in like social units should really be separated. Cassidy is part Twilight Sparkle, part Fluttershy. What if Cassidy becomes an owl? Or she could. It could happen. And hello, Zero. Welcome in. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about her whale, but hopefully it's fine. Hopefully, maybe they just have different behavioral patterns here, and maybe it is fine lonely. I mean, alone. Not lonely, but alone. It's safe. Thank goodness. But I heard more calling. Hurry. Are you calling me? That bird is pretty. The birds are in danger. Wild wolf? See, when it comes to wild animals fighting, I'm not really going to intervene in that because that's just... You know, who are you to say? You know, like cats need food too. So like, let them handle it.
The forest will always protect its children.
This is worse than I thought. The flock is in real trouble. Now, similar to like Florida, how they need to catch the cats, it's a problem over there because they're not native there. Or like lionfish, they're not native to the places that they wind up in now. So they cause a lot of havoc. So those are okay to like mess with because the wildlife will not survive from having the lionfish there. 1 second. Free from the rule of death now seems so dull. On my last stream, I was... Predators, I'm going in. Easy. We can't reveal that we're human. In my last stream, I was in Twitch. They had a reward system that was called Monster. What? You Googled it and have trauma. Now, I too would have trauma. It depends, because I know exactly what that is and I'm not traumatized. So I guess... Free from the rule of death now seems so dull. I guess it comes... I guess depending on your age, right? Oh, heartbroken. Turn into a wolf. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. My Saida needs to eat. Any advice? Now we can move in quietly. Breathe and don't rush. She needs to eat. She needs to eat dust. How about that? Just kidding. No, lock her away. Seal her. Observe the flock. Why do I have to observe them from over there? But are we just going to watch, Magister Merlin? Remember what Hepler said. Standing back helps them most. I get it. You want me to see for myself what the flock can do when we're not holding their wings for them. Cassidy still wavers, but clarity slowly settles in. Chirp, watch your left, Burr. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have suggested we stay. I let everyone start believing in an easy way out. Not now. Protect the chicks and the injured. Eyes up. Chirp, show them with beak and claw. We're not easy prey. Burr lashes a wing into the beast's eye. Oh, gosh. It reminds me of the self-defense video I watched. Basically, if somebody is in your face and you don't have any type of weapon, the solution is is to get your thumb, anchor it in the edge of their eye, and then gouge. Like, that's one of the solutions. I don't know if that's practical. I've never been in a situation where I needed to do that. But you know what? If I find myself in that situation, I'll try it. Burr lashes... Oh, okay, I already read that. No, I didn't. Burr lashes a wing into... Oh, okay, yeah, I did. While Circa drives his sharp beak into another's nose. The two lead a fierce counterattack. This reminds me of chickens. So if you don't know the temperament of chickens... That's my purse, I don't know you, literally. If you don't know the temperament of chickens, of that specific chicken, you should never kneel. Like, I used to raise chicken. I have a lot. I had a lot. And you have to be careful. Because if you sit down and they don't like you, instant beak to the eye. I'm not joking. That happens. So you have to learn the temperament of that chicken before you, like, lower your guard, basically. Because they will fight you. They will. They are not chicken. I don't know where that word came from. It's like when people say that sheep are docile. What sheep are you talking about? Because it matters. Sheep can be temperamental too. But every animal has their own, like, disposition, and you need to be careful of that. And one chicken might like you, but hate your neighbor. You know what I mean? Like, they have their own thing. Burr lashes... Okay, I already read that. The two lead a fierce counterattack. Hola, welcome in. How are you? Chirp, chirp, more are coming. Take whoever you can, who can still move, and go. I'll cover you. No, we leave together, or we stay together. We're a flock. Chirp, one of us takes the cost. That's what being one flock means. Go. The beasts keep coming, and the flock starts to break. Burr's going to sacrifice himself. Let's move or it will be too late. Stop, Cassidy. Let's go. Ah! What do you do? What do you do? What Animate Syndicate criminals do feeding Saida, it's like feeding the symbol of venom, but easy on AFK stages, lol. I'm gonna stop Cassidy because I have a feeling Burr is gonna turn up. Like, he's not gonna just sit there and die. He's not gonna take it. So I'm gonna say stop Cassidy. Let him figure it out. Cassidy wiggles frantically just as she's about to break free. A deep roar rolls from the heart of the forest. Dang. Darwin, lol. I'm shocked that Hepler. I thought either Cassidy was going to just intervene regardless, or that Burr would turn up. I thought one or the other was going to happen. At first, I thought Burr was going to turn up, but then Cassidy was frantically wiggling, so I was like, oh, maybe she'll just break free. But then Hepler, are you breaking what you said? Why are you here with Cassidy? Passing Northwind. Professor Hepler? You didn't go back to the academy. I knew you wouldn't leave the flock behind. And you, why are you here? Couldn't say no to Cassidy. You have to see it to get it. And just basically saying, like, the girls who get it, and the girls who don't. Professor Hepler can say no. What? Before Hepler can say any more, Circa flies straight to him. He bows his head with respect, pleading, "You really are Lord Woodkeeper. Father told me stories about you. He said something powerful secretly dwells in the forest near the serene Lyceum. On bright days, he sits on an old sunstone, perfectly still, locked in a silent contest with the sun itself. When the sun finally relents, he drinks in the blazing light that pours down and turns it into a boundless power." That you're cooking too much. It's too poetic, so I don't even know what you respect about him now. He just likes sunbathing. I do that too sometimes. I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna say I do it sometimes. Could it be there's more than one Woodkeeper? No. You're only enjoying the heat like the rest of us, Lord Wolf. But the Woodkeeper, he is fighting it. We pray for the Woodkeeper's blessing when passing by the Silent Wood during a migration season. It's a sign of safe skies ahead. Lord Woodkeeper, I understand why you don't heal the lead bird. All I ask is a blessing from you for the entire flock, please. I would do it. To be honest, like, I don't like it when people put people on a pedestal, but in this case, he's just asking for a harmless blessing. So I would just do it. I'd be like, yeah, you're blessed because of my presence. Because it means so much to them. It's like placebo, you know? They get hope and then they recover. So I would do that, like, because it's not even interfering. A young bird bursts in, frantic, voice cracking. Cuckoo, our lead bird, he tried to protect the chicks from the monsters, but... The words cut short. Through the flock like winter wind, in unsettling silence. Circa stands frozen. Cries and panic call follow a beat later. That's kind of bad. What do you mean? The lead bird is dead. The path memory is gone. We'll never reach the south again. Bro just gave up. You're pretty, Carl. This is my favorite. What are we going to do? Are we trapped in this forest forever? Quiet, all of you. Burr scans the flock. His gaze finally lands on Circa, head bowed. I know you're grieving. I know you're afraid. But the one who's hurt most is Circa. Why? The lead bird was his father. Oh. Every eye turns to Circa. He keeps his head down in silence. The grief hits him like a deadly blow, shattering something inside him. Lord Woodkeeper, Lord Wolves, I want to hold a funeral for the lead bird. Chirping in agreement. He deserves a proper goodbye. They'll come to expect more blessings. Well, not if they never see me again. You know, they already believe lies about me, right? They already believe I stand in the sun and fight the sun, right? Like, that's the whole thing with Lord Woodkeeper. Yes, Yes, he will be free like the wind, unburdened by flesh. With Hepler's low, ancient chant hummings, you and the flock lay the fallen lead bird to rest. Kind of depressing. Rest in peace. May your soul find its way home to the horizons. Sniffle. Let's check on him. Even a little comfort might help right now. Lord Woodkeeper, Lord Wolves, thank you. Now my father has gone back to the sky with a fighter's pride. He'll rest now. I know he will. Circa, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I don't like it when people do that. Why why say that kind of thing? It's all my fault. It's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. Like, don't take the blame for something that isn't. There's no blame to have here. If anything, it's because of the wolves, I think, that attacked them. I don't know if it was wolves or cats, but whatever attacked them, they're at fault, not the people who couldn't defend. You know what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with you. Like, it really doesn't. Like, I get why you say it's all my fault, you feel bad, and I get it, but it's really not needed. And it's outlandish, in my opinion. I let the smell of fish and the illusion of comfort cloud my head, and I drag the whole flock with me. Death doesn't scare me. I fear struggle, but we aren't born to settle. There's no land for us. I'm sorry. I nearly led the whole flock straight into the grave. Owning your mistake is a start. Any plans? It's his fastest way to mitigate foolishness most times. What? The blessing or what? I have an idea. I just hope it isn't too late. It's not too late. It's never too late. Yeah, people make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that you're to blame for... You know what I mean? Like, yes, his mistake was trying to get everybody on board for settling. That was a mistake. But that doesn't mean that the people who died are your fault. You know what I mean? Burr looks around at the quiet birds until his gaze locks onto Circa with determination. Their eyes lock in, right? But they're facing the same direction, so there's not really locking. The beasts only backed off for now. They're still lurking in the darkness. We can't live forever under Lord Woodkeeper's protection. We have to fly, but a flock can't depart with a lead bird. Circa, when hunger hit hardest, you didn't break. You faced the wildcats and beasts head on. We all saw it. And no one in the flock flies better than you do. We need you to be our lead bird, to lead us forward. I will follow you always. A short, heavy pause, then agreement rises in waves, gathering into one voice. In this case, not so much, but I do think people should own their mistakes 100%. There's nothing worse than someone who is wrong and then they don't admit it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if... I'm trying to think of a situation where I was wrong, because I'm trying to think about it. There was one situation on Twitter where I said... So, there's a character, Marinette Tupang Chang from My Little Ladybug. I mean, what? My Little Ladybug? What am I saying? I was mixing My Little Pony and Miraculous Ladybug. It is Miraculous Ladybug. The main character is Marinette Dupang Chang. And Dupang is her father's last name. So Thomas Dupang. And then Dupang means bread, like baker. I don't know exactly. It's French. But I said like Irish or something because I looked up the word Dupang, and it is the last name Dupang actually exists in Ireland, and so I was like, oh, it's likely that he has Irish descent. But then French people were all in my comments. They were like, no, it's French, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But you know what? Like, I can be wrong. So I said, okay, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. That was it. You know, people were like chill after that. I was just like, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Crossover when, imagine. So like, you should be able to say your mistake. Now I feel like it would be bad if you just never address it and then just let the misinformation sit there. You know what I mean? Like, that's terrible, right? You should always say you're wrong. And for me personally, My Little Ladybug writing crossover fics on main work, LOL. Imagine work. But I think I think it's important to correct your wrongs. And then because one, it helps spread the right information. Because if you say wrong thing, then everybody believes a wrong thing, right? And that's not okay. You should always like say the truth. And then if you're wrong and you hurt somebody because of your incorrect statement, or like you believed a lie about them, you should say sorry. And for me personally, when I hurt someone, I think I have to say sorry fast. Because whoever, like, I feel like it's, if you say sorry quickly, one, it makes them feel better, but then it also makes you feel better. Because there's nothing worse than stewing in your action. I try to resolve every argument I get into as quickly as possible. Because if I sleep on that will mess me up. It will. So I try to say sorry quickly. I try to I try to correct my wrongs as quickly as I can. Or make amendments. You know, like, if I said something wrong on Twitter, then that means, like, I would reply to that same information and say, hey, this is wrong. For this reason, here are my sources. That's how I would do it. English is hard. Most people are only aggro to other English speakers. That's crazy. A short, heavy pause. The agreement rises in waves, causing into one voice. Chirp. Circa leads. No, you don't understand. Migration needs path memory. We need to pick the best route. The one with shelter along the way. The least danger around. So we can make it to the warm lands intact. Father was the one who carried it. I don't know any of it. I'll lead everyone into a dead end. I can't do it. What makes a lead bird strong, Circa? Memorizing a perfect route? No. A map doesn't lead a flock. A wise leader does. Through judgment and the ability to keep a whole flock as one. It's a strength to decide when the storm hits. To shield everyone when danger closes in. To pull everyone back into one when the flock begins to fracture. Yes. The path memory is precious, but it isn't a law carved in stone. It's a route updated in flight again and again by every generation of lead birds. When a lead bird falls, a new one rises. In future flight, you will rebuild the memory that works for you. This is the moment. Your next flight is where the new memory starts. But that could send us the wrong way without knowing what's ahead. I mean, it's always like that, right? I'll pay for my choice, even with my life. That's so severe. But how many will fall before we find the way again? That weight is unbearable. The choice belongs to all of you. Hear what your flock will say. It has to be Circa. Or we could pick me. Why me? Why would I throw myself into this argument with birds? Circa will be a great lead bird. Burr turns to the flock as he takes a deep breath. This isn't trying to please everyone or win an argument. He speaks to light a fire. Tell me, what are our wings for? We belong to the sky, Chirp. Exactly. Our wings are new again. Ready for what? Ready for a what? Ready for a hard flap. Fear of predators keeps us alive, while fear of the sky kills us. Do it for the lols. I can relate. I like to correct my mistakes for the better, or at least keep learning to do better at it. Yeah, and I think it's important because saying sorry and admitting you're wrong can be hard. Like, it can be hard, like, I get it. Because you always want to be right, so you want to defend yourself. But sometimes it's not the best outlook to have. You should say, like, your goal should be to be right. You know what I mean? Like, not that you're right now, but to be right. Because anybody can make mistakes, right? We all do it. We all say something that's not true sometimes, or we all believe the wrong thing at some point, right? But it's what you do and how you handle new information that matters. Do it for the lols. Hepler could write a drag path, but TOP could never become an owl bear. I swear on my wings and my life, I will follow Circa until my wings fail. That's crazy. Circa, Circa, Circa! I hear you, Chirp. I'll be the lead bird. After you left, Lord Woodkeeper, I remembered our ancestors' words. When the north wind howls, spread your wings and go south. But there's one problem. The monsoon season has already passed. There is no north wind strong enough to lift the entire flock. Kepler slowly raises in arm. The air responds to his magic, circling to form a strong wind. Are you gonna have that all night? Join me. I was going to. Okay, let's do it. I don't think that's the best action. To be honest, I don't think that's the best action. Because they're not gonna have us causing the north wind all the way home, right? So this is not practical. We could live in a bird society. Yes. The three of you undo your transfigurations and pour magic into the wind. That's crazy. So we were just animals, and then suddenly, bam, human, zap! Of course the birds are going to be confused. The wind rises. It sweeps leaf into the air, races through the woods, and then carries the flock upward. That's crazy. North wind magic. Hear the howling wind. Chirp, the north wind is coming. How can we hear them? We're not animals right now. Do they speak English? Circa has such a pretty shade of blue for his feathers, but that literal phoenix next to him is taking the crown. Exactly, Serena, you get it. This man is gorgeous. Chirp, the north wind is coming. When the north wind howls, spread your wings. It's warm yet strong. Our ancestors heard our courage. Thank you, Lord Woodkeeper. Hope didn't come from your ancestors or me. It came from the courage you found when you had nothing left, and the wings you were born with. The north wind was born in the woods. I only stirred it awake. Go on. Fly on. Go south and build a sweet home there. Fly high until we meet again. Fly high sounds almost like, you know, like someone passed away. Like, fly high. I'm gonna say until we meet again. Hope we meet again when the spring winds rises. Carried by the roaring north wind, the flock lifts as one and flies toward the south. I just can't help but think, like, they're gonna have to land eventually. Unless they're like the albatross and then can fly huge amounts of time. Like, I think it can last months in the air. Yeah. How long can the albatross fly without stopping? It can fly 46 days. 46 days in the air without landing once. That is wild. 46 days? Come on now. 46 days. 46. Okay, I can't even think about it. Lord Owlbear has a reputation quest. Ooh. Sky High, decent movie. I remember that. That one almost feels like a fever dream. What even happened in that movie? I don't even know. I feel like it was kind of like a low budget movie. I remember thinking, oh, it's okay. So dance the dance, so we never had a chance, and no one even knew it was really only you, and now you steal away. Show the light of day. Imagine walking for 46 days. It's too much. I can't even walk one day. But we are going to be raiding. They can fly longer than the free run event will last, literally. So unless they're like the albatross that can fly for 46 days straight, I don't know how they're gonna survive, because we used magic to help them, which is the ultimate amount of cheating. Like, it's not okay, especially with Kepler. Like, oh, they have to survive on their own. We used magic to literally help them. What are we doing? But okay. I don't think that happened. Mostly I remember how I felt. I remember a lot of things unless it's bad. Unless I dislike it, it kind of just fades away. But I remember everything that I love in detail. Like, I could tell you, like, the texture of pasta. I know exactly what that feels like, because I love pasta. I would do anything for pasta. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's too much. But yes, we are going to be raiding out. And we're going to be raiding out to Elo. Because when the sun shine, we shine together. Told you I'd be here for Elo. You can stand under my umbrella. But you eat that all the time. Honestly, kind of. But, you know, like, I can remember the exact texture of my favorite foods and stuff. But we will see each other later. Have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet. Bye. Bye bye.